Hello everyone, I'm so happy to see you again, and today I have a surprise video for you. Do you want to know what it is? Then you're gonna have to see after the intro. Yes, guys, you heard correctly. So I've been working on a little surprise. Actually, at the beginning, it was just for me, but then I decided to share it with you. So I kept it secret until it was completely done. Just before you know, what I'm going to show you is just like a prototype. So it was the first version, but what you can find, I'm going to tell you where. It's going to be the last version of this project. So what is it, you may ask? So yes, I made my own budget planner and I'm so happy with this. So like I said at the beginning, I made one just for myself, but then I decided to make it for you guys. So this has two versions. So I made a color version and I also have a black and white version. So whatever you need might be, or if you are able to print it on color, you have the color version. If you just want the black and white version, you have the black and white version. So let's start with the beginning. The cover. Okay, so just keep in mind, this is something I made for myself. You won't have a physical product in your hand, so you can find this on my Etsy store. The link is down in the description box. So what you have at the beginning, so when you receive, you're going to receive a PDF. In the PDF, you're going to find the cover. And this is the cover, so you have the same thing on both versions, like I said. I decided to go with the clouds, and everything is pink and white, and you have other colors too, but that's the main theme of the budget. This is an undated budget, and I'm going to show you how to work it out. So just keep in mind, I made this so you could print it on both sides. So I added white pages just to make sure that you have the correct landscape for the budget planner. So in the back of the budget planner, you have two white pages. And then when you open it, so you can have your calendar on both sides. So this is how the calendar looks. So you have here on the top, you have space to write the date, the month, any date that you would like to add. Again, we have the clouds. So we have the black and white and the color clouds in the bottom. Then you have the weekdays on top. So it's on a Sunday start, and you have some places to write notes for every week. And then I decided to go with the little clouds to write the dates. So because it's undated, then you can write your own dates in here and go month by month. And then you also have space on the bottom for the notes. So this is how the calendar looks. I have printed it here on a A4 size or letter size paper, but you can also print it smaller. So it could be an A5 or A6, B5, whatever. You can print it. It always will look nice. So I'm going to start. You will see that I'll be using this in an A4 format for a couple of months, and then after that I'm going to switch to a smaller size, which is an A5 size. Okay, so after that I divided this planner let's say in 4 sections. So the first section, as we saw before, is the calendar portion. So you have the whole month in here. The second section is to have all your saving challenges, envelope information, what I used to call my monthly budget, a viewer, but you have an overview of your month for your savings. Just keep in mind that this, again, this is the first draft, so you won't have the word revenue in here. It's really just for your envelopes. So I added 4 spaces for the envelope, so you have 4 weeks here. So if you use it weekly, you can do it like that. If you use it bi-weekly, then you have more space for everything. Let's say a month you have bonus, and you can use the other ones, but I thought of everybody here. So the month overview. So let's start with this. So you have your income. Some people like to use the whole income to do their budgets. I don't. So I'll use this as my amounts that I take for the saving challenges when I do the videos with you guys on YouTube. But either way, you can use it as you wish. So you have your income, you have space to write the dates. So the dates where you get your paychecks and the amounts, and then you can write the month in here. So you have the items column, so you can write all your saving challenges. You can write your envelope names all the way in here, and then you can, with your budget, you can divide how much you want to put in every envelope or for every challenge in here, and then you have your totals in here. In the other side is something that I started doing on the month of January, and I loved it so much that I decided to add it here. Again, this section is for the whole month. So this is how you start the month, and this is how you end the month. So in here, what I do is that I see the most important, let's say your high priority envelopes, but you could also use it for, let's say, your income. So you would write the names here of either your high priority or what you want to have a follow-up on. So you write the month and the total amount here, and then you would write the names in here. In my case, I have, let's say I want to see how much I spent for food compared to the income. You can have your high priority. In my case, is my emergency fund, my debt saving envelope, and other envelopes, so I can see how much I budgeted, how much I actually paid, how much I paid the last month, and what's the difference between last month and this month, and what's the percentage used of my budget for this envelope. And then you have your total row here that you can write your totals. So this is a good way to have a follow-up and see how you did on your month. And you also have a space for your debt snowball. For the debt snowball, it's the same way they use it. So you have your debt name. Let's say, I don't know, credit cards, student loans, car payments, house payments, and then you have your start amount. So how much it was at the beginning, how much you paid this month, how much is left to pay for your debt, what's the difference, so the difference between what was at the beginning and at the end, and then what's the percentage left of that debt. So let's say you have 50% left to pay, you have 10% left to pay, you have 100% left to pay, and then you have your total rows in here. So this is the second section. It's the month overview for all your envelopes. And now we'll see what's in the third section. Okay, so now we're at the third section of the budget. And in here, I wanted to have a follow-up of the whole month, but what's going on in the bank account. So you have, keep in mind, these names also change. So bank activities is still bank activities, but it's not stuffing overview. Now it is, you will see it's a bank activities. So in here you have, so it will be your actual paycheck. So the whole paycheck, not just the envelopes like we saw in here. What you have here is the full revenue. So you will write your revenue for each pay dates that you have, either if you use weekly paychecks or bi-weekly or even monthly if you have that. So you have your revenue, and then you will write all your spending, so all your bills that you have. Let's say your rent, your gas, your electricity, your water, your telephone bills, internet bills. So you would write everything in here, your savings, anything that goes on in your bank account that you know that's the bank activities, whatever is going on in your account, then you would write it here, and then you would do your budget, you know, divide the amounts for everything that you need. And then at the bottom, you have your total. So if your revenue, let's say it's $800, then you should have, with everything that you have divided, you would have $800 if you want to do it like that. In my case, I have a zero based budget. So in my case, what I like to do is just subtract everything, and I should have zero in the end. Now for my bank activities. This is another thing that I like to follow up. So I like to see what's going on with my credit card. So the first section here, I have my credit card. So I would write everything that goes on in my credit card. In my case, what I write here is my recurring bill. So whatever I know that goes through my credit card, I'm going to use it here. In my case, what goes through my credit card is my telephone bill, I have my internet, I have Patreon, I have Spotify, and now I can remember the other ones, but things like that. Those are just examples that you can have that go through the credit card. And if you know the dates, then you write the dates here and the amount that came out of your account for the credit card. If you don't use it like that, you can also use it for, let's say, spendings or big spendings. You can write them here, the date it was done, and the amount, and then you have your total section in here that you can use. I also added an account saving balances. So this, again, is for your bank activities. I have different saving accounts for different things. So if you're like me, then you probably, okay, let's say in my case, I have my emergency fund saving account. I also have my travel saving accounts. I have my Christmas saving accounts. You could also have, I don't know, high priority, low priority. You could have house saving account. You could have just other accounts that you have that you would like to follow up on. So you could write the names in here, you can write the account numbers in here, and you can write the amounts that you have. The current amounts, either at the beginning of the month or at the end of the month, that's up to you. And then you have the total, so the total saved for all your saving accounts. So this is how you would use the third section. Again, the third section is for your bank activities. So this here has now become not stuffing, but more paycheck. So you have paycheck number 1, paycheck number 2, you have paycheck number 3, and paycheck number 4. So you have all the paychecks in here that you can use week by week. Again, even if you are a bi-weekly budgeter or a monthly budgeter, you can still use this. The only thing that you have to do is you can just print the number of sheets that you need, and that's it. If you need more, then you can print more. If you need less, just print less. Okay, so this paycheck number 1 page, so you can write all your envelope names here. So this is mainly used, let's say, when you go to the bank and you need to withdraw money. So you're gonna write all the things that you need to withdraw money for. So again, at the beginning of the month, we had already put all the envelope names here, and it had divided it by paycheck. So you have like your month overview if you're able to do that. But if you're not able to do that and you have to wait for your paycheck to come to know the amount, then you can always use this. So you have your category. So here you will write the envelope names. So you can write all the envelopes that you have, the amount that you want to put for each envelope, and then you have your cash breakdown that you can use. I am from Canada, so you will see that I have 150, 20, 20s, 10s, and $5 bills, but we also have $2, so the loonies, toonies, and $1 loonies, and I haven't put the change, so I just put the main ones in here. And then so you have your amount for the month just to make sure that it's the proper amount. And then you have your bill count. So when you go to the bank, you already know how much you need for every denominations, and you can just ask for whatever you need. Or even if you don't go to the teller, but you go to the machine, then you know exactly what you need and you can divide it like that. So this is for the paycheck breakdown for your envelopes. As you have seen before, with the budget here, I have my own amount for food or groceries. So I have my grocery list here. If you're like me and you go to the grocery every time you have a paycheck, or even if it's bi-weekly, you have space. So for every paycheck, you have one side for your grocery list. Again, remember, I made this so you print it on both sides. So you have like the full view of what you need every time. And so for this paycheck, you have your grocery list page. So you write your grocery list. Here, this is the way that I use it. I use for online prices, but then I thought it wasn't inclusive enough. So I did change it for budgeted amount and then the actual amounts. And then so you can put everything. So what you have budgeted for the items that you need and the actual amount, and then you can have your total, and if you have any leftover money, you can write your leftover money here. And this is for your groceries. So like I said, you have everything the same up to paycheck number 4. And then we have the last section. Okay guys, so the last section is for your annual bill tracker. So here it's just as it says, so you can just write your bill names, whatever goes out, anything that you have to pay, the amount, the due dates, and then you can color every single cloud for every month. So if you paid in January, you color the cloud, February, and then you have all the months in here, and you color the cloud whenever you paid it. If you wish to have different colors for different section, let's say every yellow ones, the yellow ones are for home expenses. If you have, I don't know, a green one, the green one is for all your car expenses. If you have, I don't know, a blue one, the blue one all for your kids' expenses. So you could color the clouds with the color of your section. So you can have all blue clouds, you can have all pink clouds, all the color that you wish to use. And then if you need a color legend, not to forget that you have your color legend in the bottom. So you can really have different sections for the bills that you have, and you can divide it that way. If you really don't care about dividing things like that, then you can just color the clouds. It can be all different colors if you wish. You can use this as you want. So you have an annual bill tracker in here. Okay guys, so what have you seen so far? So what you get with the budget, so you have your own cover, you have the cover of the budget planner. Then you have your calendar. So you have the calendar for the whole month. What you see after that is you have your monthly overview for your savings and your budget envelopes. So that's one. Then you have your your monthly overview for your bank activities. So that's the third section. Then you have your paycheck by paycheck budget. And then at the end, you also have an annual bill tracker. So you have your monthly, you have paycheck by paycheck and annual trackers, so you can do your budget that way. I hope that you really like this. If you need to print it for more than 1 month, you can also do so. So in my case here, I've made this for 3 months. So I have printed 3 months worth of budget here. And I also want to show you the budget planner. So this is just to show you the black and white. Myself, I won't be using it, but it's the same thing. So you have your cover, and you have just to show you, so you have your calendar here, the black and white. So what I did for the black and white version is that I did not add colors in the headers, just so you would be using less ink. The whole purpose for me for black and white grayscale version is that you use less ink, and I made it purposely so. So it's exactly the same thing, just using less ink. So you have your stuffing overview, what you did with your money, just with the same layout that you've seen here. I printed it this way just for your own, so you could see how it looks like. As you see, there's no colors filled in, so it's really minimal. And you can use this and print it again how many times that you want. I've done it just 1 month in here, and then you still have your bill tracker in here. So everything is absolutely the same with the same layout and everything. It's a little bit different in here. I just wanted to show you how it looks like. And I wanted to show you that the headers, those are not filled in with color, is really, really made for you to use the least ink possible. I just wanted to show you the black and white version. So this is what you have for my budget planner. I hope that you like it. And if you want to use it and download it, you will see it on the link that I put on my description box for my Etsy shop. You will find both versions there, the black and white and the color version. So guys, I hope that you like this. I know it's very different from other budget planners, but tell me, how do you like this? And give me any comments on anything that I could improve on. So I wish you mental health, physical health, and emotional health. Goodbye.